I'm going to show you how the Run the Edge, Run the Year 2021 tracker works. This is the first video you should watch because I'm going to give you a really general overview of where everything lives inside this tracker. There are much more specific tutorials on things like how to set up teams and sync devices and set custom goals, all those types of things. And if you want to see those tutorial videos, just go to the left-hand menu and click on the tutorial link button down there, and you'll see all of these very specific things. You can watch a video on how to set up teams, how to sync your Garmin, Fitbit, how to manually enter data, all of those things they're in there. But for this overview, I'm just going to show you the basics of where everything lives. So we'll start over here on the left-hand side. And the first thing that we should look at is this drop-down menu. The drop-down menu allows you to toggle back and forth between current events, meaning events that are actually live. So right now, because I'm making this video before the end of 2020, I have two live events that I can toggle between. I can just go quickly over to the 2020 event, and I can go right back to the 2021 event. Now, before an event is live, it will live on the event selection page. To get to that, on a desktop computer, you just click on the RTE logo. On a mobile device, there's a hamburger menu here. Click that, choose select event, and it will take you to this page that shows all of your current challenges. So you can see if it says go to calendar, that means those challenges are live. If it has a countdown, so I'm registered for all the streaker challenges next year, and this is a countdown timer for how far away those are. Once this timer hits 0, that event will appear in the drop down over here, and you can go to that challenge. So that's how select event works. So I'm going to go back to the 2021 challenge, and we're on the home page. The home page is where you're going to spend the vast majority of your time in this challenge because it gives you, this is where you would enter miles. It's where you would see your calendar for when you've earned bibs, the miles that you've got on any given day, what your general progress is. You can see I'm 786 miles into my 2021 journey. Now I just entered a bunch of bogus miles, as you can see down here, 300, 393, just for the sake of purpose, or for demonstration. You can see that as I get miles, the 2021 will start to fill in. And you can see there's a custom goals tutorial. You can see how to change this goal. So it's not maybe you don't want to do 2021 miles as an individual. Maybe you want to do 500 or 1,000. You can change that goal here, and that will fill in at the appropriate rate. Since I'm 786 miles in, my next bib is 800. And I'll earn that bib in just 14 miles. It's miles to the next bib. Now, obviously, you can sync automatically to the tracker, which you can see how to do in a different tutorial. But for the purpose of now, I'm just going to show you manual entry. You can always click on the number to edit miles on any given day, or to enter your first miles, you click a plus sign. So let's just say I went on a really long walk. I went 15 miles on December 5th. I can enter that in, and you can see I just earned the 800-mile bib. When that pops up, I can click here to make a custom bib where you can insert your own photo, can watch a celebration video. When I close that out, that bib, I'm also on a team, so I just earned the team bib. So sometimes you get 2 bibs in a row if you happen to be on a team. And the bibs also show up in the trophy case. So if we just skip stats for a second and go down to trophy case, you can see all of the bibs I've earned so far. I've earned 9 of the 22 bibs. And you can see those are in color. The bibs that are grayed out, I have not earned yet. And after you've earned a bib, anytime you can click on it, it'll pull it back up and you can share it on social media. Again, go to the custom bib site to create a custom bib. And that all lives in your trophy case. Now, let's hop back up here to stats really fast because stats is where you get more specific details about your journey. Your next bib, this Are You on Target thing is actually really interesting. I'm going to show you that in just a second. It'll give you your personal bests, your last 30 days. If you've been in the challenge in previous years, it'll give you a month-over-month comparison of how you're doing this year as compared to previous years, and also people you follow and teams you follow, which again, the follow feature is gone over in detail in a separate tutorial. Now, also on the stats page, you can toggle back and forth. If you're on a team, you'll have a toggle here. So I could go over to my cool teams journey, and I could see the team stats. Now, since I'm the only person on my team, since I created it for this tutorial, my stats are identical. But again, you can just toggle back and forth between team and individual stats. The tracker will keep track of both for you. The Teams button over here, this is where you would go to create teams, join teams, and if you're an administrator, it's where you can, rename the team, change the team's visibility, like if it's public or private, inviting members. And again, there's a very detailed tutorial on how to create teams and join teams in the tutorial section. But that's what this particular button is for, is to create and manage teams. The follow feature is where you would go if you have friends and you want to see how they're doing in their journey. You can request to follow them. If they approve, then you can basically see their stats. And again, there's a tutorial for that. So that kind of covers the left-hand navigation. And the other section I want to show you fast before we go is the account settings. Over in account settings, this is where you can set up your tracker for all kinds of things. For example, you can change your password. Very good thing to do when you first log in. Go here, change your password to something you won't forget. This is where you can go to sync devices. You can also turn on or off daily steps, and there's another tutorial for all of that stuff. You can choose manual entry to be global. So if you are in multiple events like I am right now, if I turn this toggle on and I enter miles in 2020, it will go to both 2020 and 2021. If it's turned off, I'd have to enter individually in both of those. So it's just kind of a time-saving thing. Privacy, this is where you can say to the tracker, everything's set to private at first. If you want to make it public, your profile, your team, or your personal stats, you can do that with a toggle. You can import previous year's data. This is the custom goals I was telling you about. So you can change, like if I wanted to set my goal to be 1,000 instead of 2021, I just updated my goal that quickly. And then this is new for this year. It's a motivate me. This is basically, we're going to add some more attitudes as we go through, but this is like, how do you want your tracker to talk to you? Do you want it to give you tough love? Do you want it to talk to you like it's Yoda? Do you want it to be positive, relaxed? How do you want it? And we'll add some more things there to kind of spice it up. And for right now, really the only place that has any effect, I just changed it to Yoda, is on your stats page under your are you on target? So you can see down here, powerful you have become. I can't do Yoda, but future is always changing. Finish you will on approximately this. So that's how you would change that motivate me. And you can see because I changed my custom goal in the tracker, I also changed this and it's filled in a lot more. So that's basically it. That's where all of the things live inside the tracker. That's how to there's a lot more things as you dig through here that you'll figure out. And if you have any questions, just feel free to ask and we'll tell you, we'll point you in the right direction. Thank you for taking this challenge and have a good time.